So, are you able to see my screen? We'll start our session now. This question paper, December 2024. Okay, now we will see section B, then we will come back to MCQ type questions. We'll go to the last one, then we'll go little bit up now. So, whether you will solve this problem 5 minutes? So fastly. So it is by year. When you are seeing anything related to freight, please check whether it is by year or by ship. If it is by ship, what you have to do? Whatever given in the question, directly you have to take that freight amount. If nothing is there, but you still it is given, if it is by ship, calculate 20%. So this is our rule. So yes, start with this problem fast. That conditions, that rule will apply. If it is by air freight, that rule will apply now. And 20%, whichever is less, that amount you need to consider. Yeah. Not directly. If given in the question, you take it. If it is not given in the question, then you apply. That conditions will not apply. Otherwise, you need to follow that 20%. Yes, mostly. From valuation, nothing. Only these types of problems, yes. Or you need to study any theory parts like types of duties and all may become. Question is there still. So what is the percentage CBIC rate? You can see, or I can show you. So quickly, fast. Those who are in call, Bhagyashree and Ved, you may also please try, and if any doubt, please reach me. So you got it? Anybody? Ved, Bhagyashree, are you following this problem? Are you able to solve or you need any help? Done? So what is FOB as per customs? Good. Then what is freight? CIF? Okay, good. Then BCD done? Doing? Okay. BCD, you need to check that bill of entry date and arrival of aircraft. Whichever date is later, that BCD percentage you need to apply. So you should not consider the 10 percentage, the bill of entry. You need to apply rule here, bill of entry date or arrival of aircraft date, whichever date is. Yes, yes, Ved.
Screen is cut.
Your voice is not clear, Ved. Yes. Screen stuck. Okay. Please check now. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Done? Okay. Okay. Right. Perfect. So, in call, you are also getting the same answer for this problem. Please check. This should be your steps, your FOB as per customs. Then you need to add freight and insurance. Then you need to calculate, then you will get the assessable value 1343. Then you need to apply BCD 20% and SWES social welfare surcharge 10% and IGST. Then you get total duty plus tax that needs to be paid, which is 492 382. Done? So we'll move on to the next problem. So you are also getting the same, right?
Yes, only difference is they shown this in working
Hmm.
and I have shown this with FOB as per custom. Afterwards I have actual cost, then I show 20%.
You should not show in the last column. You show here and whichever is less that you bring it here. Hmm? Yes. So the final column means whoever evaluating, they consider that is your final number and they may not be clear also sometimes when they are doing the correction. So that you show it in inner column, then you show it in outer column. Or you can show separately below as workings also, that is also fine. Yesterday also I have shown, you can see that previous one also, that is fine. Yes. So we'll go to the another one then, because we need to see some theory parts also. I'm going from the last. Okay. Question number 8. In question number 8 only we have solved B part. Now we are into A part. So in this question, Shyam Limited is a registered manufacturer of cars and Shyam Limited provides following information of GST paid on purchases or input services availed during the month of May. So this is the GST paid amount in this column. So we need to see, we need to guide whether in this GST paid amount, what are the GST he is eligible to avail ITC. So in this, all these transactions, we need to identify whether he is eligible to avail input tax credit. So first one is what? Routine maintenance charges of cars and capital goods is there and inputs. In all transactions you are seeing additional one information. So start doing this problem. So we'll go one by one step now, else. Once again. I will show this question in this PPT, so it will be easy. December 2024. Yes. So how much is your answer, or we will see one by one transaction now. So the first is transaction is we need to identify what are the blocked credits, what are the eligible credits here. So first one, routine maintenance charges of cars manufactured by Shyam. So yes, he is eligible to claim because Shyam is a registered manufacturer of cars. Second line, capital goods. Out of 5 items, invoice for 1 item was missing and GST paid was 2,500. Yes, ITC not available for 2,500 due to that missing invoice. You are not eligible to avail ITC. So 45,000 minus 2,500. Right. Then third one, inputs consisting of 4 equal lots, out of which 3 lots received during the month. Yes. ITC not eligible for this full 65,000. Reason, only when you receive your last lot, you are eligible to avail ITC. So for the third line item, inputs consisting of 4 equal lots, 3, that meaning is what? You have from supplier end, there are 4 trucks has been sent for the delivery of materials. Out of that, 3 trucks already you received, 4th truck you have not received, so you are not eligible to avail. Only when you receive your last lot, then you are eligible to avail ITC. So for entire 65,000, you are not eligible to avail ITC. So then next one, travel benefits extended to employees on vacation under statutory obligation. So since it is a statutory obligation, you are eligible to avail ITC. Suppose if the question is only travel benefits to employees on vacation, then you are not eligible. So when if it is this additional information like under statutory obligation, then you are eligible to avail ITC. Purchased machinery for manufacturing process 2 lakhs and claimed depreciation under Income Tax Act on 2,36,000. Yes. Reason, you have already considered in your capitalization. Your depreciation is 2 lakh plus 36,000. So if your depreciated value is only 2 lakhs, then you can consider ITC of 36,000. As here it is clearly mentioned, claimed depreciation under Income Tax Act 2,36,000, then you are not eligible, because for a single transaction you are not allowed to claim 2 benefits, depreciation also, ITC also, you are not allowed. Then last transaction, repair services for office building. Yes, you can claim the ITC. So now what is our answer? 4,500. 42,500. 1 minute. Here 4,500 yes, 42,500 here 0, here you are not allowed, here 7,500 yes, 36,000 nil, and here 48,000. So the total only, how much is the total? 138,500. So you are eligible to claim only 138,500. Yes. I am moving to this PDF again. Yes. So we have completed 8th question. Now we are into 7. B we will see now. Self and family insurance company collected premium from policy subscribers. It does not intimate the amount collected for investment to subscribers of the policy at the time of supply of insurance services. The company provided following details: new policy subscribers, renewal premium, only risk cover policies, single premium annuity. So if you remember, you asked me this single premium annuity, you remember or not? Sir, 12.5% that we have seen, but I told for this we have not, I am not even final also, I am not able to see, but in the question this transaction is there. So single premium annuity policies, then life micro insurance policies. So this, if you remember, we have seen in the taxable value of supply, the specified 5 different supplies. I can show. So it will be easy when you are go through your material. I'm not able to go. So which page number approx? Yes, got it. So I have to come back to page number 133. So I am just moving into the main one, if you remember this. Yes. From this only the taxable value of supply starts. So we have seen about what are the, how we have to derive the taxable value of supply. In this we have one topic, valuation of supplies in specific manner. In the particular thing only, this certain specific cases like insurance agent, air travel agent, etc. Rule 32. So this rule 32 only we are going to see about this insurance agent. So insurance agent related, I have to go to page number 130. This one. So here we are seeing only insurance agent, but when you are preparing, you work all the problems. Okay, here as per question paper we are going through this 32.4. So in this 32.4, if this is easy for you, this also you can go through, or otherwise also we were sharing some screen at this time. I don't remember it. Time of supply. It's okay, I will go to yes. So in this special valuation only, we were seeing in our previous class we have seen all these 5 methods. So now this question is related to life insurance. So life insurance means easy one, which you can refer as this topic. Yes. So see this, you can use this one also. If the premium covers only risk, then and on the entire premium amount you need to apply 18%. If the premium covers risk plus savings, so to that extent of savings you need to deduct that. On the net premium amount you need to calculate the GST. So if we are applying this method, then you need to go with as per rule 32(4)(c), for the first year 25% and for the subsequent year 12.5%. If the policy amount the amount allocated for savings intimated to the policy holders, if it is yes, then we should go with this option. If the amount is not intimated to the policy holders, we need to go with this below option now. So now I am going back to the question, so we can go through along with this question now. So see here, first one is it does not intimate amount allocated for investment to the subscribers. So then that's why we are using this method. So no means we are using this method. You see in this column, the amount allocated for savings has been intimated to the policy holders. If intimated to the policy holders, you might have followed this one. In this question, it is clearly mentioned here, second line. It does not intimate the amount allocated for investment to the subscribers. That's why we are using this method. 25% of the first year premium and 12.5% of the subsequent year's premium. So now how we need to work on this problem? So first step will be new policy subscribers. That is the initial stage. So first year premium, how much is the taxable value? 25%. So on 50 lakhs, you need to calculate 25%. Second option is what? Renewal premium, that is on the subsequent years. So on 75 lakhs, 12.5%. Then we have the policy only risk cover policies. Here what we need to do? 18% directly on the amount as per this. So pay GST 18% on the gross premium charged. So on 30 lakhs directly 18%. Then single premium annuity policies. So how much? Premium collected 95 lakhs. So on 95 lakhs how much? 10%. So you can see here single premium annuity 10%. So it is on 95 lakhs 10%. That's all. Here one additional thing is there. Life micro insurance policies approved by the IRD, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, that insured amount does not exceed 2 lakhs. So here we have not seen about that exempted supplies. So as per the exempted supply of services, if there is an insurance policies that are from life micro insurance, particularly this case, micro insurance policy, and if the amount not exceed 2 lakhs, you are not eligible, that is GST is not applicable. It is called as exempted services. So you should not calculate. So till now only for this 4 you need to apply carefully. On 50 lakhs 25%. Okay, 70. Okay, so I'll quickly do here. So 50 lakhs. So 50 lakhs 25%. Then 75 lakhs 12.5%. Then 30 lakhs directly 18%. And the last single premium 95 lakhs. On 95 lakhs 10%. $36,77,500. So why micro insurance policy? You need to remember it is an exempted supply of services. Here what actually we are computing? Compute the value of taxable supply of service by this life insurance company. So life insurance company is providing these many services and they are collecting premium from the policy holders. So we are calculating how much GST is liable for them. So this is the working. So the answer is 36,77,500. So where is my this sheet? So what is the answer here? Renewal premium. So we are following as per this rules only, right? Sorry? Correct. 30 lakhs into 18 percentage because it is a risk cover policies, right? Okay, here it is given what is the taxable supply of service only, right? It is on the, okay. Here we have calculated the GST here, 18 percentage. Here it is only pay GST on the, pay GST 18% on the gross supply. Here actually it should be the taxable value of supply. Here we have directly calculated GST, so sorry, you need to calculate. Directly 30 lakhs. So previously we have calculated GST instead of taxable value of supply. So please correct it at your end also. So it is 18% is on GST here. So then you can apply here the GST percentage. Later if it is GST is given, then on this total 61,37,000 you can apply the GST amount which he is liable to pay, like this. So here you are calculating only the taxable income, like how we are calculating for direct tax income. Same way here for the company, how much is the amount they are liable to pay the tax. Your work update, writing or work? Yes. Same. Taxable value of supply of service it is. On what amount you are liable to pay GST? Previously we have directly put 18% GST here. Here we are not saying how much is the GST you are liable to pay. Here you are calculating only company on what amount liable to pay GST. So in this year, if I am collecting this much premium amount from policy holders, so immediately if it is the first is the new policy, right? Here it is given new policy. On new policy, if I am collecting from the premium amount from the clients or the policy holders, for the first new policy, 25% only taxable, and for the subsequent years 12%. Then in this, suppose for example, here in the next year for the same amount 12.5%. You got it? So it will be like next year, it is subsequent years, till that 50 lakhs you complete, you will be calculating 12.5% only. So now what we are computing, what is the amount they are liable to pay GST, on what amount the insurance company is liable to pay GST. So got it? Now we'll see, move on to the next problem. So other areas also you need to study. Here we saw only insurance. There are foreign exchange, these are there. Because out of this 5 specific claims, you may get one from this. So please prepare for the others as well. We have seen this problem. If you go through, then you will recollect what we have discussed. Okay. So now just only life insurance. You have second hand goods and redeemable vouchers, then travel, the tickets for the travel and the foreign exchange currency. These are there. Please have a look on these problems. So we have seen this problem now. We'll move on to the other one. State with reason, person liable to pay GST. So we have seen that section 9 subsection 3, what are the under reverse charge, what are the services, who is liable to pay GST. In that case, we need to see here also. I'll open this one. I have given, see, long back. You need to study these one. Reverse charge in respect of supply of goods. Reverse charge in respect of supply of services, and in respect of IGST payable. At least not everything. You just see the directors, business facilitator, insurance agent, few things you can see it. So we'll solve this problem now. So the person, we need to say who is liable to pay GST. So first case, Money Save Bank Limited, located in Kolkata, appointed Sakshi as a recovery agent. So what is their duty? Recovery agent means who? Suppose if I have taken any loan from bank, then the agent work is we have to go and collect that money from the, like this only. So the Money Save Bank, they have appointed a Sakshi as a recovery agent to collect the outstanding amount of loan from customers. Sakshi provided the service and the bank has paid 15,000 as commission. Whether your answer will change in case Sakshi provide agent service to a car dealer company instead of bank. If she is working as an agent to a car dealer company, whether the answer will differ or the same, we need to see. Then so first one we will see. Money Save Bank Limited, located in Kolkata. So it's the question. So you can see here as a recovery agent. So if you are appointing the bank appoints any recovery agent, then who is liable to pay? Banking company, the recipient of service, liable to pay GST. So in that case, the Money Save Bank, he is liable to pay GST. So the other question in the same is what? The Sakshi provide recovery agent services to a car dealer company. So car dealer company is liable to pay GST. So you can see here. So you asked yesterday how to present if this types of question comes. Simple, like GST on services supplied by recovery agent to a banking company. So here not required, you need to mention financial institution. If the recovery service provided to a banking company in the taxable territory, it is payable under reverse charge. In the given case, person liable to pay GST is the recipient of service, that is Money Save Bank Limited, Kolkata. In the given case, same you can mention. Now for the car dealer company, so generally if the service provided to a banking company, it will be on reverse charge basis. If the service here is provided to a car dealer company, so the Sakshi is liable to pay GST. So the GST is payable under forward charge by the service provider, that is the recovery agent. Sakshi is liable to pay. See another one question. Mohit has taken a loan from bank and for this he has taken a service of an individual, Mr. Prakash, who is a direct selling agent, and the bank paid commission for giving a customer to the bank at the rate of 1% of loan granted to Mohit. Now the bank paid some commission to that agent for bringing that customer to the bank. So again the bank is liable to pay GST. The bank, if service supplied by individual direct selling agent, then the bank is liable to pay GST. So how you write in the exam? GST on services supplied by, you can write individual or direct selling agent to banking company. So the file, if the taxable territory you can mention, or you can directly write here the banking company is liable to pay GST under reverse charge. So in the given case, person liable to pay GST is the recipient of services. So this line you don't forget. Person liable to pay GST is the recipient. Who is the service receiver has to pay GST. Got it? So which question we are in? 7. So see, 7 marks. And for this previous question also 7 marks. So you should score centum in indirect tax. Huh? Yes. So this also you got it, right? This also for 7 and the last also has for 7. So we'll go next question quickly. So 6, 7, 8, these questions are indirect tax. In section B, section A MCQ type starts from question number 7 to 15. Okay. So now explain the concept and the features of indirect taxation. Theoretical, yes. Or difference between what are the benefits of GST and advantages, any articles. Here see, who are the members of GST council, any 5 recommendations. Huh? Okay, I noted screen shared here. If it is in that presenting mode, no, it takes little time. So remember our indirect question starts from 6, 7, 8 and the MCQ type 7 to 15 or indirect tax related. So now we just see what are the, for few just to update answers to write for this questions. Union. So I am just for a simple thing, who are the members of GST Council? The Union Finance Minister is the chairperson. The Union Minister of State in charge of revenue of finance, the minister in charge of finance or taxation nominated by the state government. So these are members, means remember finance minister is the chairperson, and the minister in charge of finance or tax, they are also the members of GST council. Simple thing. In the recommendations of GST council, the recommendations made by GST council, then you know about the special category states and all. So remember that point, you can write that special category states, any special rates or rates specified to raise additional resources, the natural calamity, threshold limit. So that special category states, threshold limit and all, you have to remember for this recommendations related. So okay, now section B is completed. We'll go to this section A. Yes, section A, we'll see. First question is, as per the GST law, renting of prisons of a religious place meant for general public, owned or managed by a charitable or religious trust. So this you needed to study here. I will show you where we can easily go through some of the exempted supply of services. Where is this charitable? What is this? So wait, I can show you from easily here. I'm not able to find there, I don't know. So the repeated one is from the charitable institutions. Services by way of person. So if you see this particular this is not section, we need to call this as an entry number. There is a notification from GST in that notification number is 12/2017. So in that only you will be finding some 80 to 90 number of exempted. You will not be able to remember everything. So at least you can see whatever is repeatedly asked. So say for example, like charitable, like this charitable institutions, so the education institutions, you can see if any services provided to the educational institutions, you get an exempted supply of service. So no, that meaning is you are no GST is liable. So what against these services if you are providing, so if you are under this entry number, then you are not liable to pay GST. Exempted supply of service. So in this, it is that amounts also you need to remember. So if that presence means within the that charity, if they are giving on rent the room where the charges is 1,000 or more per day, and renting, if it is less than 1,000, no tax, same that you need to remember here. So the renting of premises, community halls, so some marriage halls, anything if you get from the as per this charitable institutions, so if it is less than 1,000, less than 10,000 and all, it is an exempted. If it is only more than, then it is taxable one. Renting of shops or for business or commerce, where the charges 10,000 or more per month. So only these three in this you need to remember here. 1,000 rupees or more and all, if it is gone, then taxable. If it is less than 1,000, less than 10,000, 10,000 is per day is for the community halls, premises. Kalyana Mandapam means it's like a marriage halls. 10,000 or more per day. So next one, two 10,000s are there. So see carefully, one 10,000 is for the community hall, marriage hall. 10,000 per day, that is. Below one, it is if you are letting it for shop or for business purpose, 1 month 10,000. So don't get confused on this. So that is the same question here. Renting of premises of a religious place meant for general public. So for public purpose, if any of the trust is letting out their room or this business or commerce purpose community halls, then in here all of the above. This is in the MCQ type. So next question, see, a hotel owner provided accommodation in Haryana, and that hotel accommodation how they got? Through an e-commerce operator. They booked online, and with that e-commerce operator they booked the hotel. The hotel owner not liable to get registered as per the provisions of section 22. So section 22 is registration, GST registration related it is. So why he is not liable? Maybe he is less than the threshold limit. So he clearly mentioned the owner is not liable to get registered as per the provisions. Now who is liable to pay? So only one person left is the e-commerce operator. So the e-commerce operator is liable to pay GST. Here next question, the items which will be taxable both under current central excise law and new GST even after the implementation of GST law. So which product is both, because till now that proposal is going on, it is not fixed. that is tobacco products. So we have some 5 to 6 number of products are there. Just see only those what are their products. So now both under central excise law and the new GST, it is taxable. Tax invoice, see, when you in a company, when you are raising the tax invoice, it should be in so what we think, okay, to customer, no, only one tax invoice we give to the customer. But as per the rule, the tax invoice shall be prepared in triplicate. 3 numbers we need to prepare. When you are raising the tax invoice, it should be raised in 3 numbers. In case of supply of goods, and in case of supply of services, 2 is okay. Why 3 here? 1 to be sent to the customer and 1 to be sent with the transporter. So when he is carrying our goods, the transporter needs to carry the invoice, and tax invoice copy also. And triplicate, it is 3 numbers. And for services, only 2 is fine. So from 11 customs related, okay. So as per customs, goods which are same in all respects, including physical quantity. So goods which are same, including the physical quantity, means always confusion like similar or identical. So which is same in all respects means it is identical goods. So then what is the meaning of similar goods? So you can see the last one example, like 2 smartphones, same brand, model and specifications, that we call it as identical. What is similar means? 2 smartphones, different brands, so but with similar features and functional, that we call it as a similar goods. So you need to know the difference, what is the meaning of identical and what is the meaning of similar goods. Done? So moving next question. The maximum threshold limit for eligibility under composition scheme. So you should be careful here, always you remember about the 75 lakhs and 1.5 crores. But see here the section which they have given is 10 subsection 2A, means related to services. If you are a composition dealer and doing only service business, then your threshold limit is 50 lakhs. So you under assumption like always 75 lakhs and 1.5 crores, right? So this is new, you need to remember. So some unique types of questions it is there. So section 2A means if you are a composition dealer and doing only service business, then 50 lakhs is your threshold limit. So shall we move next question here? Then normal, it's 1.5 crores. Both are mixed now. So okay, Mr. Prashant works with ABC Limited as a senior manager. The company gave him cash gift 55,000 in acquiring a new client. Which of the following statements is correct with reference to GST law? So this is the very first basics in the scope of supply. If you remember, so it is there are 3 schedules in the scope of supply. So the first one is activities to be treated as a supply even though there is no consideration. In that there is a point that It is related to gift. It should not exceed 50,000. Okay. Here then which point is correct here? The gift received is fully taxable under GST as the amount exceeds 50,000. Other option, if you see, the gift received from employer is fully exempt from GST. So that is not the correct one. The gift received from employer is exempt from GST as the amount does not exceed 1 lakh. So gift received from employer fully taxable as the amount. So 50,000 is the number we remember. But here the correct statement is gift received from employer is fully taxable under GST as the amount exceed 50,000. So this customs related, but still you see this answer. Indian customs waters means the waters extending into the sea up to the limit of exclusive economic zone. This you need to remember only because customs related huge theories are there. So there are few questions related to theory or types of duties are there, and few MCQ type you see at the back, and in that you have to see some of the portions like if our docket that our goods loaded into the ship and once ship started sailing, it doesn't mean you have started, your export is started. There is some measurement in the water is there. Only if the ship cross that line, that means only your export is started. So till that time, if it is sailing, the boat is sailing in the ship, it doesn't mean, okay, we have completed our export. If something damage, accident is there, it will be under our liability only. That we call it as that line nautical miles. So you got it right. If your ship immediately sailing into the water means it doesn't mean your export has started. It should cross that border line. Only then your export is started. So last question in the GST MCQ. See another one. Mr. Nitesh, a composition dealer under GST, exceeded specified turnover to be eligible for composition scheme on 1st December 23. Which of the following statements is correct? So I am a composition dealer and 1.5 crores is, suppose 1.5 crore is the limit. I crossed that 1.5 crore of threshold limit. So under what options, whether I need to go for registration or whether automatically I am deemed to be a normal register, how? So we need to see this options. Option B, yes, the permission granted to him is deemed to be withdrawn from the day his turnover crosses the specified limit, and he shall be liable to pay under the regular scheme from that day itself. So the permission which the government has given that he is a composition dealer, it will automatically deemed to change into as a normal registered person. So the permission granted to him is deemed to be withdrawn from the day his turnover crosses specified limit. So from this MCQ starts, we have seen for December 24 questions, okay. So now June 24 will start. So whether you have gone through time of supply? No? So we'll see this MCQ also. The monetary limit for gift 50,000. So you know it. Gifts given by employer to employee so that it is not treated as a supply. That is, the limit is 50,000. Who will levy and administer IGST? So central it is. Okay. Then e-way bill. Yesterday we have seen. What is the monetary limit? 50, more than 50,000. Here, which of the following statements incorrect? So you need to be see that 5 products or 5 to 6 are there. You need to see it. Along with the GST, additional excise duty is levied by state government on tobacco. It is by the central. So you, which of the following statements is incorrect? You need to identify here. Then GSTR 7 due date. We have not seen. We will see now the GST returns. So it is 10th of the following month. GSTR 7. It is for the TDS. Yesterday I told GSTR 7 is for TDS. 8 is for TCS. So 7 and 8, easily you remember it. So 1 is statement of outward supplies. Suppose for May month you have completed all the sales transactions, correct? So before June 10th you need to file GSTR 1, whatever supplies you have done. So in 2A, 2B what will happen? It will auto generate to all your customers. So what are the ITC they are eligible to take? So they can see from the portal itself directly. Then 3B, your summary return. You call it as a summary return. That means you will show your outward supply, you will show your inward ITC eligible, what is the net, whether GST payable or you have excess ITC is there. That is 3B. 4, 5, 6 will see. This is 7. 7 is TDS. 8 is TCS. 9 is, yesterday I said, annual return. So annual return means what? Whatever you are filing summary return, GSTR 3B, the transactions you are showing, you consolidate everything and you file your annual return. So that is GSTR 9. So when it is due date I said 30th November. So now previously it was December was there. Now all those returns has to be filed 30th November. So now we are seeing for GSTR 7, what is the due date? 10th of the following month. So this is related to change in time of supply and applicable rate of GST. So we'll see one problem and then we'll come to this time of supply. So here credit note is issued by, so we have multiple options. So who is eligible to claim credit note, and that is accepted for GST purposes. So the credit note, if it is issued by your supplier, then it is for the reducing the tax or the taxable value, then it is accepted for GST purpose. So on which of the following values IGST cannot be levied? Yes. Previous one. Okay. instead of increasing means who will, if you are the supplier. Huh. There's some price difference, quantity issue are there. Yes. So increasing value means you will be paying GST more. Correct? So it is here on our, as per the section purpose, if you see in the registration in our topic, it is clearly given as per the GST law that supplier for reducing the tax or the taxable purpose. So for study, go with this concept only. You can, I will tell you the page number as per our, we are studying as per the supplier for reducing the tax or the taxable value it is there. Yes, even option A, we are also issuing same supplier for the price difference or quantity are there. So on which of the following values IGST cannot be levied? So we have seen yesterday like BCD, social welfare surcharge, we'll see this anti-dumping and all. The assessable value plus BCD plus anti-dumping plus safeguard. So we have compensation cess. Currently it is not applicable. So on that only IGST cannot be levied. We should consider that. Okay. Here under the Customs Tariff Act, safeguard duty. So we have seen multiple duty, but we are sure about BCD, basic customs duty. This is the general normal one. Whenever you are importing, you pay the basic customs duty. So okay, what is this safeguard duty? Safeguard duty means, suppose if I am a steel manufacturer or some laptop manufacturer here, and what you are doing, instead of you purchase from me, you are importing the laptops from US or UK. You are not purchasing from the domestic seller, but you are importing from US, UK, other countries. So what government will do in order to promote supplier like me, they will charge high duty percentage on those products. So what you will think, so instead of importing that and paying the duty, better I go and purchase from this supplier only. That we call it as a safeguard duty. So this safeguard duty, once if it is effective, we have to see what is the duration period and all. So the safeguard duty shall be ceased to have effect on the expiry of, so from the date of imposition. So what, once government fix the duty, it is will be effect for 4 years. However, the central government may extend to 10 years also. So that duration you need to see. So if that duty, BCD, there is no issue, like safeguard, or you can call it as a protective duty. So you have got it, right? What is the meaning of the safeguard duty? You have got the idea. Got it? Okay. So you see, remember the period is 4 years and 10 years will be, they may extend. So this is the MCQ type questions. We'll see here the problems. I will show the question paper. So section B. So section B, indirect tax starts from which question? 6. Right. So we see 6th question, the difficulties and the limitations in pre-GST regime which were removed in the with the introduction of GST. That story you need to write. Yes. That diagram also you can see in our syllabus. Where is it? This one. This will be easy. You can see like central, because of that law, the tax administration was more. We have many act, many rules and lot of procedures, multiple state taxes. When you are writing material, you can consider. Yes. So GST structure, it has come in a simplified forms. This you can remember and you can write it. Okay. So the next one is see, GST network is there for the next theoretical part. See, we can quickly finish this one. So we have goods and service tax network portal is there. So in that, what are the advantage we have? It's facilitate registration. You can file returns easily. You can do the settlement of IGST, tax payment with the banking network. So these are the lot of advantage in the GSTN. So this some 5 points, you just have a look on these few points are there. So you can easily match, you can reconcile based on the GSTR2B. So you will not face any issues. Easily you can go and file your returns. That you need to write here. So this is question number 6. Okay, now see now composition schema here. Mrs. Pooja running a fancy store and a footwear showroom is registered under GST in same PAN in the state of Uttarakhand. Mrs. Pooja not engaged in making any interstate supply. Her aggregate turnover preceding financial year 50 lakhs. So Uttarakhand, whether it is a special category states, so her turnover should be 75 lakhs because she is running fancy store and footwear showroom. So now first question is what? Is Mrs. Pooja eligible to opt composition scheme? Yes. How yes? Uttarakhand, so is this a special category states? So, so special category states, composition dealer eligible for 75 lakhs. So here she is doing two business, 50 lakhs fancy store and 45 lakhs footwear. So she is not eligible. So next one, whether it is possible to opt composition scheme only for fancy store and the normal scheme for footwear showroom. So it's not possible to opt one for composition and then as a normal, that it is not possible. So the next last question, rework, if Mrs. Pooja running a restaurant as well as fancy store, whether she is eligible if aggregate turnover 30 lakhs and 35 lakhs. So yes, 30 plus 35, 65. So she can do up to 75. Here it is 65. So she is eligible for the opt for the composition scheme. So now you can see here how you can present in the exam as well. So Uttarakhand 75 lakhs. Mrs. Pooja liable to, how you have to write? She is not eligible for the current financial year since her aggregate turnover exceeds 75 lakhs. Business ineligible to opt for composition scheme and all other business registered because all business registered under same PAN number. So one business with under normal, another business with the composition, not possible. Yes. Last one. So the rest, they are eligible for the composition scheme. It does not exceed 75 lakhs in preceding financial year. So this is 7th question A. So now, so your favorite topic, time of supply. Mr. J received an advance 25,000 on 7th May 23 for supply of goods. He delivered the goods on 16th May and he raised an invoice on 20th June and received balance payment on the same day. So what will be the time of supply for above transaction? So yesterday what we have seen is related to service, time of supply for service. Now we are seeing for goods. So goods will be always easy compared to service. So here we need to see. So what is, it is a time of supply of goods under forward charge. So under forward charge, see what is the conditions. So directly we should not present, we need to say, mention correct. So that conditions, see, page number 104, similar page you should be able to see. So yesterday seen services, today we are seeing about supply of goods. So supply of goods means we should not consider about the payment itself for supply of goods. If it is service, you need to consider any advance payment received. Here what is the conditions means, date of issue of invoice, or date of removal of goods for supply, whichever is earlier. Date of issue of invoice? 16th May. Right. So now second thing. What will be your answer if the above information related to service? Seven, correct. Then your other things are the provided services on 16, but since it is whichever is earlier, 7th May only will be your May. It is for the advance amount for 25,000. So because yes. See, for services, 25 services we consider the payment as well. So first thing, we received our total invoice value is 75,000. So 25,000 we received the advance. So for 25,000 our time of supply is 7th May. Now we have to see what is the time of supply for the differential 50,000. So you need to calculate when the invoice is received. So RCM means, remember that 61 days. If it is goods, normal forward charge means when you have provided the service, from the date of service, it should be, the invoice should have been received, raised within a period of 30 days. So we have to see here whether when the service provided 16th May. So when your invoice is raised 20th June. So within 30 days time period we raised the invoice. Then we should apply this condition, less than or equal to 30 days. Yes. Then what is the date of issue of invoice or date on which supplier receives the payment, whichever is earlier. So date of issue of invoices, so is this within 13 days? 16th May to 20th, provision of services is 16th May and the invoice raised is 20th June. So less than or equal to 30 days only, right? So it should be date of issue of invoice only. So I think it should be 20th June. So here it is given like, if not, as the invoice not issued within the period, then it will be 16th May they have given. Our invoice is issued within the period of 30 days. So if it is issued less than or equal to 30 days, date of issue of invoice or date supplier receives the payment. Here date of issue of invoices 20th June will be our time of supply. So whenever you see the conditions, no, you please have a look on these conditions. This only will help you to apply what is the correct time of supply. So we have seen RCM, and today is forward charge. Both you see what is for the rules for the forward charge and what is for the RCM. So next question we will see. So stuck in something? Okay. Goods for RCM. See here. It is 12:3, right? Wait, I will show you with example. So you are able to see? Able to see, you know. The yesterday one screen which I have shown, that 61 days, against that itself you can see it for goods as well. So you need to apply this condition. The date here is 30 days. You need to, even if you study, no, you will not able to remember. So first you writing only will increase some memory also. So when you are, say for example, now you have seen about forward charge. Suppose if you have completed forward charge, now you want to move on to this RCM. So RCM means, it is for the supply of goods and supply of services. So what are the conditions? So supply of goods, RCM under supply of goods. So you need to write date of receipt of goods, how we practiced I am saying. So A, date of receipt of goods. B, date of payment entered in the books of accounts, or date payment is debited in the books of account, whichever is earlier, that is B. So C, then date immediately following 30 days from the date of issue of invoice. So from the date of invoice plus 30 days. So all these three, whichever is earlier. So only writing practice will help you with more increase your memory and all. So if you read continuously, you see this problem and then you will forget that conditions. So you need to do, that's why I showed so many problems for time of supply. I think you forget. So I will share you this slide. There are so many problems are there. Work on multiple problems. Then you will help you to remember. So only if you're reading this conditions also, sometimes you may not be that much confident. So you do multiple problems on supply of goods under RCM, then practice will come. Okay, first step is date of receipt of goods. So second one is date of payment, and third one is related to date of number of days invoice has to be paid. So this one, doing multiple problems, it will help you actually. Yes. Even place of supply also you have lot of conditions are there. But at least RCM and forward charge, you need to study and remember. Now at least you see, you remember what is that for under valuation, 20% of FOB, 20% on FOB as per customs or actual. How you came to remember? Simple, and you have done lot of problems also on the same thing. Same way, do writing practice. That will really help. All subjects, anything you have writing practice? Financial accounting, you do only problems. So you need to write accounting standards also, which are so repeatedly asked. That accounting standards on borrowing cost, on because those are repeated one, and the inventory. So on inventory, at least NRV provisions related, those are repeated ones. So you need to have that writing practice. What are included, what are excluded, like that. So next one, this one we have seen, yes. So time of supply, remember that what is the provision you have taken and what is the when that invoice raised. So next question, interesting question again related to the registration. As per the provisions of GST law, determine the effective date of registration in the following independent cases. The aggregate turnover of Parvati and Company, utensil trader of Delhi, exceeded the threshold limit 40 lakhs. So you remember anything related to registration? So when we should go for registration? Say for example, my financial year turnover is 15 lakhs. Whether I have to go for registration, GST registration. So you have to, we have the threshold limit. So what is the threshold limit? 20 lakhs and 40 lakhs are there. So when that 40 lakhs condition apply, 20 lakhs conditions apply, we'll see. But in this problem, you see here, he has directly they have given, he has exceeded the applicable threshold limit of 40 lakhs. So that means the limit, threshold limit is 40 and he has exceeded. So when he has exceeded, 1st October 23, he submits the application for registration on 20th October. Say for example, I have exceeded the threshold limit by the 1st of May. If I submit to the GST department in which form I need to file is form GST REG, registration 01. I need to submit that application to the department. Otherwise what will happen, suppose whatever purchase I do, I am not eligible to claim the input tax credit. So that problem will be there. So once I cross the threshold limit, I need to submit to the department form GST REG 01. So once I submit, so within what period of time I need to submit? In the May month, I see I have exceeded the threshold limit by 25th May. So within the 30 days time period, I need to file that return. Form GST REG 101, I need to file. So if I submit, so from that day, I am eligible to claim the ITC and all. So if I exceed the 30 days, I did not submit form REG 01 and after 30 days only I remembered and submitted. So when I am eligible to claim? So when I receive the registration certificate from the department, then only I am eligible to do other compliances, whatever ITC or if you want to sell your GST liability, that issue. So if you see your business crossing the threshold limit within 30 days time period, you need to file form GST REG 01. If not within 30 days, till the time you get registration certificate from the department, you need to wait. So here you see the aggregate turnover of Parvati and Company, utensil trader of Delhi, has exceeded the threshold limit of 40 lakhs on 1st October. It submits the application on 20th October and the registration certificate granted on 25th October. So he has submitted within the period of 30 days. So where is mine? So how you can present also, it is an easy one. You can see here. So within the period of 30 days, in first case, within the period of 30 days, he submitted the application. So his effective date of registration means when? It starts from 1st October 2023. Got it? So once you find your business cross the threshold limit, if you are submitting your application within 31 days, your effective date of registration is from the date your threshold limit exceeded. So here when his threshold limit exceeded? 1st October. See, in the second case you see there, Mr. Hardik, an architect in Jaipur, his aggregate turnover exceed 20 lakhs on 25th September. He submitted application on 27th October and the registration certificate he received on 10th November. So it exceed 31 days. So his effective date of registration is 10th November. Same. Since the application for registration submitted within 30 days, the registration effective from the date person becomes liable to registration. So the effective date of registration in the first case, 1st October, here submitted after 30 days, so the effective date of registration is 10th November. So this is the two things you need to remember here. Yes. This chart, from material only. Okay. You, huh? Okay. Hey, I will share you this PPT, so you can have a look on this. I will give you this one. You received yesterday one set one. Yeah. You have to go through that one. Huh? So same I will share you this so you can study base. See, this one is so simple, this diagram. So threshold limit, if it is the special category states, in that case for both good, you can see this, what are the special category states there. So for both supply of goods and services, it is 10 lakhs. So for other states, supply of goods, so by dividing, if you are doing only supply of goods, if you are doing only supply of services, so if you are doing only supply of goods, then special category states 20 lakhs. If you are doing supply for other states, 40 lakhs. If you are doing only supply of services, then 20 lakhs. So you can, wherever some flow charts types are there, just see what it is given in this. Huh? He is a normal registered person. Here that one is composition registered person. Yes, it is two different registrations are there. Yes. See, only this much I think. Huh? Chart or what? Huh, yes, it's there. $10 lakhs doing both supply of goods and services. That's, yes, that will be 10 lakhs. You can see in this paragraph for both goods and services. And what else is there? Wait. If I am there in a slide mode, I am not able to share. So you got it till 7 and 8. Okay. Yeah, then 8B is this valuation. Again that air freight is there. So exchange rate, you should be careful if this design and engineering charges, it is post importation charges. Got it, okay. So that you should careful. You want to do, or we'll see GST returns related. We have only half an hour. So I will share this, you try this problem. So returns also, it is interesting one only. So these are all not, what happened? Demurrages. You have not cleared for your home consumption. That is, you have not brought. Still at port. So it's like a penalty. Yes, it should come, okay, that you need to capture. You have not cleared, add in the accessible value. Yes, I will show this one. You can see that FOB as per customs, FOB as per this thing, see quickly there. So see, I have shared my screen. Oh, it's not visible. Now? Got it? Now you need to add in freight, demurrage, insurance. So there you should consider. What happened? Demurrage charges means before you clear it, you need to pay penalty to the customs, because you are importing the material. You need to go and clear submitting the bill of entry, but you have not cleared it some reason. So maybe you don't have transport or no place in the factory to bring the material to your factory. So it's still lying at customer end. So custom is taking care of your material, right, till the time you clear it. For that they charge the penalty. So before, that is post importation, it is like a pre-importation charges only. So it needs to be considered in your assessable value. For everything it is same only it is. Lighterage, barge charges means suppose every ship will not come to the coastal, that seashore. Big ships will be there in that middle of the sea only. You have to send some thing to collect the material and all. So for that, whatever charges are there, then that needs to be added in the assessable value. Then that will not come. Once you have received your factory, you reach the material here and you are paying to the insurer, it's a post importation charges it is. Only one insurance is there. So then it is regular insurance hours. So air freight and insurance whatever we have, that is the regular one. So here itself they are given, see, delay in clearing the machine from airport. So before it is a pre-importation charges. In our assessable value, how we are considering, the pre-importation charges will be considered in the assessable value. So where is the returns? Okay, we'll see just short summary about this returns. You will get hardly what are the returns, what are the due dates only. Only in final level, what are the details in GSTR1, GSTR2, something in brief. But for inter level, it is like what is GSTR1. So we know it is GSTR1 is outward supplies. So outward supplies means what you do in GSTR1? Whatever invoice you raise during the month, you will give the invoice details. For example, if you are selling from your company some to 100 number of customers, so all those details, 100 number of invoices raised, all the customer details, everything you will upload in GSTR1. So what is the due date? You have to do it 10th of the following month. That's all, very simple. There you are finding new term invoice IFF, that is invoice furnishing facility is there. I will tell you this QRMP scheme. The full form of QRMP, quarterly return, monthly payment. Suppose I am a normal registered dealer, okay? There is an option in the GST return. What happened? Till what time it will take or what? Me? Okay, tomorrow. Okay. So, okay, fine. 1 minute, I think my system power is not there. Why so much noise? So need to reduce something? Gone. So what I said for QRMP, quarterly return, monthly payment. Okay, so till now what we understood, you are a normal registered dealer, you are registered person, you are quarterly, you have to file GSTR1. Now additional point which you need to remember is, even though I am a normal registered person, if my aggregate annual turnover is less than 5 crores, I have an option to select whether I can do my file my return monthly basis or quarterly basis. So your aggregate annual turnover should be less than 5 crores. So in that case, if I opt for QRMP scheme, then for April, May, June, July 13th is your due date to file GSTR1. That is the QRMP scheme. So suppose I am purchasing from you, okay, and you are under QRMP scheme. So you will file only after quarterly basis. But I want to my ITC, because till the time you file, you update your GSTR1, I will not be able to claim input tax credit. Why? Because you file your return quarterly basis. For April, May, June, you file on 13th July only. But I purchased from you in the month of May, I may not able to claim input tax credit. I have to pay a huge amount to the GST department, right? So what I can do, I will request you, can you please upload my invoice? I need to claim my ITC. So in that case, there is an option, invoice furnishing facility. So there what you will do, you will update only my invoice. So what will happen? It helps me, I can able to see in the GSTR 2B. So I will claim the input tax credit. So this is one new, other things, normal one. So GSTR 1, statement of outward supplies, 3B, your summary return. These are the normal one. Okay, now then it's my loss. When you upload that month, I need to take the yes. Yeah, yes. So 13th July, and for others it is the 11th day of the month succeeding the month. So is the same you are seeing in the material also, right? QRMP 13th of the following quarter. So this is related to the IFF, invoice furnishing facility. Okay, this much is fine for the QRMP scheme. This is mostly for the final level. So GSTR 3B is what? Your summary return. Summary return meaning is what? Summary return, you will show both your outward supplies and your inward supplies, and what is your net GST payable or excess ITC if any. Okay, that is the summary return. So what is the due date? So what is, if you are under QRMP scheme? No, that is you are saying for GSTR1, right? 13th. I am asking for GSTR 3B. So 20th is for the normal registered. I am saying for, asking for, if you are a QRMP registered person, you will also file GSTR 3B quarterly basis. So in that quarterly basis, what is the due date? You have to tell me now. See, check. What is the due date? See, 22nd. There is also, you have special category states are there. So if it is that states, it's 22nd, otherwise 24th of the succeeding the quarter. That is, if it is 20th of the month, here it is 22nd or 24th. Yes. That is July, yes. So you understood, right? Like QRMP means your annual aggregate turnover 5 crores. 5 crores of which year? Current year or previous financial year. Okay. So that sometimes you may miss it. So the preceding financial year. So GSTR 1, 2B you are aware. So now 4, GSTR 4. So for the composition scheme, it is a yearly return, GSTR 4. So what is the due date? So you have to see the due date there. The third quarterly. Correct. I am asking for GSTR 4. 4 is what? Composition scheme. Your due date is 30th day of June following end of the financial year. Huh? Frequency, see, it is the yearly one, this GS. Right. So in the order, that will be easy for you. 1, 2, 3. Now we are into 4. 4 is for composition dealer. It is, the frequency is yearly ones. So yearly is 30th of the, it is like our yearly return is when, what is our GST return number? Yearly 9. So when GSTR 9, that is 30th November. Same, if you are a composition dealer, in that case it is 30th day of the following end of the financial year. So we'll see first, following means next, for the financial year 24-25, 30th June will be the following month, following year. 30th June, yes. No. See, 30th day of June following the end of the financial year. So, for example, you are a composition dealer. The financial year 24-25 done. April to March. So, now when you have to file the annual return? 30th June. So that is the following year or following period, you can say. So we have one term also. Input service distributor. So input ISD is there. Input service distributor means, so I am the corporate office in Pune. There are multiple plants, one in Hyderabad, one in Karnataka, one in Mumbai. These are the branch offices. So what I will be doing that input service distributor. So whatever plans has done the supply of any services, whatever transactions they have done, all the invoices I receive, and based on their turnover, I will tell them, you take this much ITC in your books. Karnataka plant, you take this much ITC in your books. So I split the input tax credit. I am the corporate office. I will see what are the turnovers which has been done plant level. So I raise invoices to the branch officers, how much input tax credit they have to book in their books. So for that, this GSTR 6 return is applicable for the input tax, input service distributors. So when they have to file the input, ISD, when they have to file 13 days of the, you see the frequency also here, monthly basis. So we are seeing in this order, 5 will come later, I'll show you. So 7 is applicable for whom? 7 GST TDS. You sir? Same, sir, it is. So the meanings is different, it is same. 5 will come later. I will show you 5. So 6 ISD, got it. 7 is for TDS. So TDS due date C, 10th of the following month. Say then GSTR 7 we have seen, then Yes. 8 you see GSTR 8 is for TCS. Okay, TCS 10th of the, so 7 and 8, remember always GST TDS, GST TCS 10th of the following month. There you have GSTR 5, it's for OIDAR. GSTR 5 is for non-taxable resident person, right? NRTP, non-taxable resident person. So non-taxable resident person means he don't have place of business in India, but still he has to pay the tax. So it is GSTR 5 or what? 5, right? So actually here you need to see the first and final return. Another important point is here. So whatever corrections, whatever missing, suppose you missed to take any input tax credit for the financial year 24-25. As I gave this example also. So you gave me an invoice in the month of July 2024. Okay, I have not taken input tax credit today in this June 2025. So whether am I eligible to take the credit? Yes, I can take the credit till I file the annual return. So annual return filing date is 30th November. So till such time, whatever plus minus, you paid less, you paid more, you take less ITC, you missed some invoice, those things you can take that corrections on or before 30th November. Yes, 30th November. So once you file the return, then you will not allowed, it will go as a compliance process only. See, there is a difference. You have first return, there is a meaning called first return. First return means after you given the registration, when you are filing your very initial return, that you call it as a first return, that is in GSTR 10. After you received the registration certificate from the department. So in the same GSTR 10 only, you have first return and final return. Suppose you don't want to run the business now. So you have to go for cancellation of the registration. So within 3 months of the date of cancellation or the date of order of cancellation, whichever is later, or you can remember at least now only GSTR 10, that is for the final return. Both for the first and final return we use GSTR 10. See, every time there is some question related to final return and annual returns, because it resembles the same meaning. Okay, it is, if I say final return means like year end return, right? Annual return is also like a yearly return. But final return is what? When you go for cancellation of your registration, that we call it as a final return. and annual return is your total consolidated summary statement is your annual return. So GS and final return is GSTR 10. So if any difference between they ask, you have to mention GSTR 9, GSTR 10, and this helps if you do summary yearly return here at the time of cancellation of registration, that you need to mention. Not updated here. Actually, we have 30th November is the due date. So this is for the, okay. So one more point I need to add for input tax credit. So you got idea about this claim of input tax credit. So there are two things in that you need to remember for the years, because these questions also, here we are not seeing anything, but sometimes they may ask. Like you have taken input tax credit of some raw material, okay, and you have sent that material to your job worker, because you don't have that process in your company, so you have sent to some third party to design some parts, and then you will take it back to your factory. That you call it as a job work. So you are sending the raw material to a third person. He is called job worker. What work he does? He will change some designs, tooling designs and all. So you may not have that particular thing in your factory. So what you do? You have purchased from a supplier. So you have taken the input tax credit and you send to some job worker for the process. So within what period of time you need to take the material back? Means within 1 year, whatever material you have sent, if it reached him on 1st of June, the same material has to bring back within a period of 1 year, because you have taken the input tax credit. This in case of raw material. If it is in case of capital goods, some assets kind of, so you have sent to your job worker, so you don't have space, so you kept there at the job worker place, and then what is the time period? So within a period of 3 years you need to take that material back to your factory. So there are two things for the time period. One is input for raw materials, the other one is capital goods. So if you are sending your material to your job worker, and for the same thing if you have taken the input tax credit, if it is a normal raw material, means 1 year is the time period. Within that time period you should bring the material back to your factory premises. If it is a capital goods sent to job worker, and you have taken the ITC, within 3 years you need to bring the material back to your factory. This time period, sometimes they may ask, so you need to remember this time period. No, not related to GST. For ITC I am saying, for input tax credit related. So GST, you list down when you want to do some writing practice, list down all those GST 1, 2, 3, 4, and what is the detail? Detail are there. It is statement of outward supplies. It is auto populated or auto generate, like GSTR 2B is what, and what is the due date. So that things you should have that writing practice. Which one? If our system is linked with that e-invoice, yes, that is e-invoice will get flow into the GSTR one, that it supports. But for e-way bill also that helps. Yes. Manually you need to do it, yes. That JSON, that software will helps. So I'll just see is anything repeated questions are there. Place of supply. So tell me if any doubt, anything is there, please let me know. So one more condition also we have seen for if you have not paid for the invoice within a period of 180 days, you are not eligible to avail the input tax credit. If you are taking any ITC, then again for that invoice you should have paid within a period of 180 days. That condition also you need to see. So see in our customs duties, what happened? Hall ticket. Why? But you have received. Where is the center? Where? Okay, Pimpri Market. Okay. So you have downloaded hall tickets ready. So Ved, Bhagyashree, if any doubt, please reach me anytime. You can send me if you have any doubt. Please just share me the screenshot of the topic. We'll connect at any time. So thank you, and whatever doubts are there, you can reach me at any time. Thank you. Cell drop.